And we are live. Welcome for this weekly recap of the blockchain news. I'm Julian, your host, and on Eat the Blocks, I teach blockchain development. Hi, everybody in the chat. We have Chris, Jim, Cotton Blogs, Vasham, Jim. Hi, everybody. So, as usual, if you are new here and you want to know how you can become a professional blockchain developer, check out this free training. I put the link in the chat at the top. And also, second link I wanted to share with you tonight. If you are interested in participating in the hackathon of Eat the Blocks, register to this mailing list. So the current hackathon is on NFT. We are building an NFT collection on developers, and this Friday we'll have an office hour call. Friday at 11 p.m. UTC plus 8. So if you want to receive a link to the Zoom call, register at this link. First, we're going to start with a sponsor for this live stream, Phantom. So Phantom is a crypto wallet for Solana. And this is a wallet with a beautiful UI. It's really, really beautiful compared to MetaMask. It's way more beautiful. And so it can do, of course, it can do the basic functions, sending and receiving your crypto, but it also has some extra features. So it can also collect your NFTs. It can also swap token. So this is similar to MetaMask. You can buy and sell your token in the wallet, and they are going to add a lot of DeFi feature. And on their roadmap, they are also going to go multi-chain. So with one wallet, you'll be able to access all the blockchain, including their DeFi protocol. So give it a try because the UI is really beautiful, and in a wallet, the UI is one of the most important thing. All right. So let me put the link to Phantom in the chat. You can install the Chrome extension. They are on every browser: Google Chrome, Brave, Firefox, Safari, Microsoft Edge, etc. Okay, so we're going to continue with the price of Ether. So this week we reached a new all-time high, more than 4,300. That's pretty awesome. We briefly went back under 4,000, but now we are back above 4,000. So super good results. So of course, Ethereum is following the lead of Bitcoin, which also reached a new all-time high of $67,000. And we had news that there was more than $2 billion of Ethereum that was burned thanks to EIP 1559. So of course, since this update has been introduced, that's been also a big factor in the recent increase of Ethereum. Then I wanted to show you this new website, gasprice.io. So it gives you the current gas price, but a really nice UI. And it has been updated for EIP 1559. So if you scroll down here, you will see the detail of the recent gas price, including the base fee and the other component of the fee, because now with EIP 1559, we have different components in the fee. And what's really cool also is that you can see the price in US dollar for a set of couple actions. So simple Ether transfer of ES20 token, here it's interesting. I don't know why transferring DAI is cheaper than USDC, because this is supposed to be almost the same code. Interesting. Also swapping asset on Uniswap, etc. So very, very useful. If they want to make their tool even more useful, they can make it multi-chain. So this would be really, really awesome. All right, so next there is this interesting piece of research called Spring Rollup. So this is basically a new kind of zero rollup that would allow a sender to do an unlimited number of transfer with the same amount of data on chain. So this is pretty badass because that means that you can scale Ethereum like crazy. So it's really amazing all the innovation that is going on with Ethereum, with the scaling. At time, it feels like we've maxed out Ethereum. We are stuck because we've already done all the possible optimization, but there are always some researchers that find something really cool. All right, so next, there is this new product of Gitcoin, Gitcoin Grant. So this is to allow open source project to create some grant to collect the contribution in a decentralized way. So if you have a project on GitHub and you want to receive some contribution, then you can use this tool. It's pretty cool. Then there is this new project, Sismo, super cool. So this is to aggregate reputation on a public profile, but without giving away all your account, and it make use of zero knowledge attestation. So this is really the bleeding edge of innovation. So how will it work, and what are the different use cases? So one of the use cases would be for token gated community. So you have a couple of DAO where to get inside you need to have a token. So with Sismo, basically you can mint a zero knowledge badge that says, for example, that you are the owner of a CryptoPunk, but it's not going to reveal which CryptoPunk and which Ethereum address possess this CryptoPunk. So if you do other transaction with your CryptoPunk, that this transaction can remain more discreet, a little bit less public. Then another use case would be for aggregating a DeFi score. So, for example, you could have a system where we aggregate a score based on your different interaction in DeFi, but without revealing exactly what you've done in DeFi. So, for example, we could have a system of credit score like this. Another use case would be for governance. So you could have a badge, an NFT badge that tells that prove that you are the owner of a certain number of governance tokens, so that you can vote for some in some DAO, for example, but you don't have to reveal exactly which address owns all of these tokens. Then we have some update from East Global. So currently there is a hackathon in Lisbon, and so they are this is the list of all the finalists. So if you're a developer and you want some inspiration for what to build, either to learn or because you want to launch your own blockchain project, it's always super interesting to check out what they're doing at East Online, because the projects are always so innovative. Then we're going to continue with the market cap in DeFi. And so huge news, we finally crossed the threshold of $100 billion. So we've been waiting for this a long time, but finally we are there. So just even 1 year ago, I think we were at something like $20 billion. Yeah, so we multiply the market cap by 5 in 1 year. So it's pretty badass. And by the way, if you want to take a bet on the market cap of DeFi, but you don't want to bet on any individual token, you can invest in an index which is called the DPI, DeFi Pulse Index. This is quite useful. All right, so next, let's see the different, the winner and the loser for the DeFi token. So Ample Force plus 80%, GMX plus 70%, Convex Finance plus 70%, Torchen, Rune of Torchen 65%, Frag Share plus 60%, Curve plus 50%. And for the winner, we don't have a lot. Keeper Network, Rari Governance. Well, recently Rari did really well, so I think it's fine if 1 week they rest. MC Dex, this is a Dex, so minus 50%, DYDX minus 40%, Lido DAO minus 11%. All right, so now let's continue with news of specific DeFi project. So now we have news from Synthetics. So the exchange of Synthetics Quanta is going to launch a competition of futures trading. So if you are into trading and you want to make some money, check it out. Then there is this this DAO that is managing a real property on a blockchain. So so it's I mean, it's every week we hear like something more crazy on DAO. Like I love what's happening on DAO, and I really think this is gonna be the next bubble. Then we have some news for hacks. So Polygon, the plasma bridge of Polygon, just fixed a vulnerability it had, and it paid a bounty of $2 million, and there was more than $850 million at risk. Then there is an update on the attack on Index Finance. I think that was one of the biggest DeFi hack ever, and so the attacker was identified, and the attacker was offered to keep 10% of the hack if he gives back the fund, but he did not give back the fund after the deadline. So his details are going to be sent to law enforcement. But I really wonder what's going to happen in this case, because I really wonder what kind of court of justice can decide in this case, because even though ethically it's bad, if a hacker just used the code of a smart contract, I don't know if this can be qualified legally as something criminal. So it'd be really interesting to see the first judgment and that happened on this. Then there is this story. So someone who committed his private key to Git, and one of the NFTs he owned depended on this private key, but he was able to rescue his NFT thanks to Flashbot. So interesting story. Then some hack coming from CoinMarketCap. So there is more than 3 million email that were coming from CoinMarketCap that are traded on the black market. So be careful there. Then we're going to continue with fundraising. So we're going to start with Animoca Brands, which just raised $65 million. So Animoca Brands is an investment fund that invested in a couple of big blockchain gaming projects. So they are based in Hong Kong. They have a total valuation of $2 billion, and they invested in many super famous blockchain projects like the Sandbox. So they're all about blockchain gaming, the metaverse, etc. And they are doing super well during this bull run. Then there was a company raised $100 million. So this is an NFT company that partner with the baseball league, and so they are going to so this is called Candy Digital, and basically they are going to do the NFT for the baseball league. So it's really cool to see all the major sport association getting really deep into NFT. Then a decentralized exchange called ZK Link just raised $8.5 million. And so they are using this is an exchange that are using zero knowledge rollup. So really zero knowledge rollup, this is the bleeding edge of a scaling solution. And so this is currently available in testnet, and they offer cross-chain token swap facility across Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, and the Huobi eco chain. And it's going to add support for more blockchain. and also do some very unique stuff like cross-chain farming and staking facility. Then Vala Ventures. Vala Venture. This is the investor. The company that raised money. It's called Xanpool. Raised $27 million. So this is a Hong Kong company that is into payment infrastructure, and they provide off-ramp services. So this is to onboard new investors to the world of crypto. Then the big money raise of the week was from the crypto exchange FTX, that raised $420 million. So that's one of the biggest raise ever in crypto. Now they have a total valuation of 25 billion. And so recently FTX has had a lot of traction. They are basically a sort of a smaller Binance. They are doing really well at the moment. Then we another money raise. So from a company called Mojito, that raised $20 million. So they are developing a NFT commerce suite. So they're basically developing some technology for NFT. And their technology powered the metaverse marketplace of SoTheBuy. I think I don't pronounce it well. This thing. And so we saw this name pop up recently in NFT in a lot of big deals. This is an auction house. All right. So then Copper. A crypto company in the UK, is going to raise $500 million. So they are custodian for crypto, which means that they keep the crypto mostly for institutionals. So 500 million. This will definitely put them in the top 3 of the biggest money raise ever in crypto. Then I'm going to continue with NFT. And so there was this cool thread on Twitter that explained a little bit how to make money in NFT, but from a high level perspective. That basically explained that with NFT, you can make a lot of money, but at the same time, it changed the culture. And so if you can find an NFT that you think can have an impact on the culture, these are the ones that are going to make a lot of money. So you can read more on the thread, but that was pretty interesting. Then there is this tool, NFT tool, where basically you can check the current floor price of the NFT you sold. So this is to show you if you lost money or not. So very smart little tool. Then there is an artist that sold for $7 million of NFT on Ethereum, even though the NFT have not been minted yet. So this is Tyler Hobbs. So previously he has been successful in NFTs. So it's pretty cool for him. They can be so successful even before he created the NFT. Then there is a baseball legend that is going to launch his own NFT collection. So Willie, so maybe some of our American friends are knowledgeable with him. So I'm French, and in Europe we don't really follow much baseball, but it's cool to see all the superstar in sport being so much into NFT. Then Reddit is going to build their own NFT marketplace. So Reddit, they already launched community point that are supported by Ethereum, and so they keep going into blockchain. So it's super cool because Reddit, they already have their user base, and out of all the social media, Reddit is probably the one which is the closest to the ethos of blockchain. Then some news from Coinbase that signed some big sponsorship with the NBA and the WNBA. And yeah, so Coinbase, which is making a big push to get into NFT. Then we're gonna continue with news on enterprise blockchain and regulation. So the Associated Press is going to partner with Chainlink to provide economic, sports, and election data by using Chainlink. So it's gonna be really cool because once they do this, then it's gonna open up a lot of possibilities for blockchain app. Then we have some news from Facebook. So Facebook is releasing a new payment system that allows people to send payment at absolutely no fee. This is called Novi. And so the new system Novi is going to be powered by Coinbase Custody. And Elizabeth Warren has something to say about this. So she asked Facebook to stop their new service Novi. She's totally against it, apparently. Then some news from Australia. So the Senate Committee of Australia has issued some recommendation about the regulation for DAOs and capital gain tax event and CDBC. So all the regulators around the world this year, they are doing something about crypto. Then some news from the creditor of Mongox, the exchange that was hacked in 2013 in Japan. So they are going to receive $9 billion in Bitcoin. And so the trial for Mongox lasts so long. I think I think the trial started in 2014. So finally, people who lost money during Mongox will be compensated. Next, we have some news from Robinhood that is launching a crypto wallet, and they have a waitlist of well over 1 million people. So personally, Robinhood would probably be the last company I used to buy some crypto. Then we have some news from Binance. So Binance, so there was a flash crash in Bitcoin this week that went down to $8,200, and so they blame this flash crash because of a bug in a client trading algorithm. Then some news from Peter Thiel, one of the co-founders of PayPal. So Peter Thiel wants to buy more Bitcoin. And Peter Thiel, which is usually very pro crypto. All right. Then I have some news from Binance Smart Chain, which is going to adopt a fee burning mechanism like in EIP 1559. So the burn will be initially set at 10% of transaction fees. Then some news from the Flow blockchain. So that's a blockchain for NFT that is created by Dapper Labs, the creator of CryptoKitties. And so now the control of Flow has been decentralized. So now Flow is controlled by the community before it was controlled by Dapper Labs. And finally, I wanted to share with you this quick tool I found on GitHub. So this is a sniping bot to snipe token on any exchange that use a Uniswap v2. So basically this allows you to buy new token as soon as they are listed, and of course the idea behind this is that usually token moon during the first few hours. However, be really careful, because with this tool you have no control over what is bought exactly, so you can buy some really bullshit coin. So careful with this. All right, so now let's see the question. So quick reminder, if you are new here and you want to learn how you can become a blockchain developer, check out my free training here. And if you want to participate in the hackathon of Eat the Blocks, where we earn some prize and we build blockchain together, register to this newsletter. And currently we are doing a hackathon on NFT. If you want to know more about it, register to this newsletter. You'll get all the info. All right, so let me see what we have in the chat. Crypto Hall of Fame, great show. Thank you. Dendan, hi God. Endeto, CryptoJex. Hello Julian, I signed up to your training program. I hope to get the best of it. I bet you will. Loico, Divine Providence, Julian, what are your thoughts on Ample Force 86,000 APY on Aave? Wow, crazy. I didn't see that. Usually when you see crazy APY like this, it doesn't last a long time. It's just for a couple of days. Dixon, hey Julian, when is 10K? I don't know, maybe next year. Me personally, I will keep my ETH for many years, you know, so I'm patient. Jed, George, hi everyone. Yash Vera, hi Julian. I missed all the previous office hour for the third hackathon. Is there a recording? No. Oh, you know what? Several people asked me this. Okay, so I think from now on we will record these calls. Yeah, thanks for asking this, Yash. Very, very good remark. Alan, I need to start learning blockchain. Where can I begin? Okay, so you follow my free training. That's what I mentioned just before. You'll see the link, which is a pin at the top of the chat. Gilux Vogel, what's the best chain to release the dApp in? There are so many chains now. I skip Solana because of the different language for now. I say learn a lot from Julian training. There isn't any better. Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean this is a very difficult question. It really depends. You could, if you are worried about transaction fees, you can launch on one of the L2 of Ethereum, like Polygon or Arbitrum. I think that would be a safe choice. Yeah, I think if I were to launch a new project now, I would probably launch directly on the L2. Yeah. Then Godnon, adding to the question above, what's the best chain to deploy an NFT collection to? So for NFT collection, Ethereum is the blockchain which makes NFT the most valuable. Whenever you see some crazy sale for NFT, this is for an NFT on Ethereum. Gilux Vogel, I would say Solana for now. It seems a lot of NFT stuff goes there. Yeah, Solana, a lot of NFT stuff. All right, so Asubi, anything about Nigeria releasing their CBDC? No, I didn't know this news. Wow, super cool, very interesting. Jlux, we would have deployed on Solana if we didn't have to rewrite all the code for Solana. Yeah, the fact that it's in Rust, I think this is a big barrier to adoption. Then Dan, I want to go pro, but how? Check out the link I put at the top of the chat. eattheblocks.com/bootcamp. Dixon Fadol, Evil Kenso, thank you for making the flash loan course. Welcome. Akshay, can you recommend some Twitter account for crypto news? I'm not super active on crypto Twitter, so I'm not the best person to ask. Jama Beans, why is the owner address always seem to be the first memory slot in contract? It's because the memory slot are defined based on the order of the variable you declare. So if in general people declare the owner addresses as the first variable, so that's why it's the first memory slot. Loico, thanks a lot for this live format. All right, guys. All right. Well, I think this is the end of the news for today. So thanks everybody for following, and I will see you soon on Eat the Blocks. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.